friends, and welcome back for another ASMR Reiki session. In today's session, we are going to be working with the breath. The breath, the breath, the breath. So I have been introducing deeper breathing techniques in my yoga classes, and honestly, breath and breath work was one of the things I was most excited about and I guess most passionate about when I first sort of started on this whole wellness, living life differently journey 3 years ago. So I would like to do some Reiki today for the heart and the throat chakras. These two are the most associated with our breath and our lungs, and so we'll do some work there, okay? And I want to do a couple of breathing techniques with you as well. And then also we'll just kind of chit-chat about just how powerful the breath is. In my opinion, it is the most important holistic tool we can have for our mental health. Okay, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Misty. This is my little ASMR studio where we do different healing modalities in an ASMR style. Okay, so if you enjoy this type of content, check out this video. Please interact by hitting the like button and subscribing, leaving a comment. These are still the best ways that anybody can support my channel, because that will get me in front of more people on YouTube, which you probably know that if you're here on YouTube watching videos. Okay, so just hit the like button, leave a comment. I appreciate it, okay? Other than that, there are 3 links down in the description below if you would like to get to know me a little better, get to know my work better, or donate to the channel. You can find links for that all in the description box down below. Okay, so we are going to get started. I just, of course, need you to get extra comfortable, okay? Grab some headphones if you're not already using them. And once you're comfortable, we will get started working on our breath together. Alright, let's get started. Alright, my friend, are you super comfortable for our session? Yes? Okay, good. So, I made you a tea for this evening. Tonight we have a homemade ginger tea. I just took some fresh ginger and sliced it up, put it in my little tea infuser, poured some hot water over it. Ginger is warming. It is excellent for any sort of issues you might be having in the throat. So I thought it would be perfect for today's session, since we're working with the breath and this area here in general. So we have our little flower mug. So just these sort of watercolor inspired flowers on here. I'm going to set this off for you to enjoy whenever you are ready to enjoy it, okay? And then we'll go ahead and light our intention candle for this session. I have my cedar ash candle here. It's in this little tin container. And then take a second to connect in with this flame. We will be placing our intention into this perfect little ball of energy. My intention for this session is to teach you about the breath, teach you about its importance, give you some tools you can utilize and practice to help you connect with your breath. I truly believe that connecting with the breath is sort of that first step we all take when we're learning to reconnect with our bodies and our beings. And so anybody trying to grow, right, in life, trying to take it to the next level, or maybe they are working through a difficulty, some type of trauma or addiction, really learning to embody our body is the first step in the healing process. And the first step of that, in my opinion, is connecting to the breath. So if you have your own intention, feel free to throw it in here for this session. I'll just add it in. And we are going to set this off to burn for the rest of the session, just back over here. Okay, next we will be cleansing our space and our energetic bodies before we get into the breathing techniques and the Reiki. So think of this as just allowing us to sort of start with a clean slate energetically, clearing off any of that dust or extra junk we've picked up this week. So we'll be using this Palo Santo incense from Nagjampa. The intention candle to light it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take a moment to run this incense in and out of your aura and around your energetic body. As I do, imagine that this smoke is picking up any energy that's not serving you, any energy that doesn't belong to you, and it is just carrying it away, carrying it away, carrying it away. Okay, so starting at the crown of the head and working down your right side body, coming back up, coming over to the left side body, coming all the way down, back up. Excuse me, I'm going to reach around you. Coming down your back side body, back up, and down the front side body, right, and back up. Good. Then we'll just clear our space. Get a little on me. Then we'll leave this to burn for the remainder of the session, okay? The sigh. The sigh is the most simple breath work that exists. So maybe you didn't realize that you practice breath work every time you sigh. So I wanted to talk a little bit just about the breath in general. You know, I'm a yoga teacher in the real world, and one of the 8 limbs of yoga is pranayama, which is breath work in its simplest form. So I actually have this book here that I have read multiple times. One of my favorite studious books I have read in my yoga journey, called Pranayama, A Path to Healing and Freedom. So there's just a little part in here where it explains the Sanskrit, the meaning of the Sanskrit pranayama and how that translates in English. So I wanted to share that with you because I think it's just a really great way to quickly explain the importance of breathing. Okay. Alright, so just let me find the page I'm looking for. Here we go. The Sanskrit word pranayama combines prana, meaning both air and aliveness, and yama, meaning restraint. Pranayama can also be divided into prana and ayama, which means to lengthen or increase. So we have prana, which means air or life force. If you just take it as yama, we're talking restraint. And if you take it as ayama, we're talking increase or lengthen. Okay? So, and I'm going to show you something here because I'm a visual learner. I don't know about you. So, when you put it all together, we have, hold on, let's see if I can do this. Okay, so when you put it all together, you have prana, which can mean air or aliveness. You see that? Prana, air or aliveness. Plus, we have yama, to restrain, or ayama, to lengthen. And then when you put them all together, it's to restrain or increase the flow of air. And then to restrain or increase the flow of aliveness. So in essence, when we can learn to tap into our breath, utilize the breath, control the breath, we really learn to control our own vitality, our own aliveness. And before I started practicing breath work, I was so unaware of the fact that I used so little of my lung capacity, and therefore I was using only part of my vitality. It's like I wasn't fully alive. And that's why I think breath work is so cool and so amazing and so useful. And I don't think we talk about it enough, right? Because you can't monetize breath work. It's a lot easier, not a lot easier, but it's more financially beneficial to sell somebody a pill or some sort of a treatment for their issues when tapping into that breath could solve so many problems. So that's why we're going to do a little bit of breath work today. want you to make sure you're very, very comfortable somewhere, okay? I want you to get nice and comfy. And I have my singing bowl here, and I'm just going to chime it 3 times, and we're gonna let the sound resonate. And each time we chime it, we're gonna take a really deep breath together. Okay, so I'm just wanting you to connect to your breath, however that is for you. I want you to take a deep breath, whatever that is for you. I'm not going to count. I'm not going to tell you how long it needs to be. I just want you to take a really big inhale and a really complete exhale. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and take our first big breath together. If you have to take a breath in between the chimes, please take a breath. Okay. All right, let's go. You might already feel a difference in your nervous system, in clarity in your mind, just from those 3 breaths. If so, awesome. If not, no worries. So I'm going to teach you 2 breathing techniques today. One is so simple. It's called the extended exhale breath, and it is exactly what it sounds like. We are going to exhale longer than we inhale. I am going to count this one out for us, but keep in mind, if my count is too long for you, right? If inhaling for 4 seconds and exhaling for 6 seconds is too much, make your own number, inhale for 3, exhale for 5, inhale for 2, exhale for 4, okay? We're also going to be using some peppermint essential oil during this breathing exercise. Okay. Peppermint oil, oh man, it'll open you up real quick. You have to be careful. If you have peppermint essential oil at home and you were going to use it, you only need 1 drop. Just one. Okay, don't do more. You will cry. Okay, so I'm gonna rub it into my hands really good. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold my hands right in front of your face, okay? And I want you to inhale for 4 seconds, or whatever you're comfortable with, but I'm going to count to 4, okay? And then as you exhale, I'm going to pull my hands away from your face. And we're going to come back for the inhale for 4. And then we're going to exhale for 6. Okay? All right. So, let's get started. I want you to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Return to your normal breath. Just breathe regular here. Take a couple of nice full breaths. Maybe take a second to just stretch out through the neck. Roll the head left and right as you keep connecting into your breath. Okay, really good. So the second technique I want to teach you is something called the box breath. This is something that they teach to the military as a way to help them train their nervous system to stay calm in heightened and intense situations. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be inhaling for 3 seconds, holding the breath in for 3 seconds, then exhaling for 3 seconds, and holding the breath out for 3 seconds. So your breath makes a box. Okay. And we'll do this a few times. Same as before. If you need to make the breath count shorter for any reason, go ahead and do it your way. Okay. Alright, my friend. I want you to blow all of your breath out. Good. I want you to inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Inhale. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Good job. Return to a normal breath pattern. Maybe let out a nice sigh if you need to. So the extended exhale and the box breath are two techniques that you can take with you wherever you need, something you can practice whenever you are feeling stressed or anxious, or you just need to pause for a minute in your day and catch your breath, right? I also wanted to read something. Okay, I feel like this should be required reading for everybody. This is called The Body Keeps the Score. Okay. It is Brain, Mind, and Body in the Healing of Trauma. And it is by Bessel van der Kolk. Besser van der Kolk, MD. So it took me about 6 months to get through this book. The first half is it's infuriating, I will tell you that. Seeing how in particular the United States, but I know other countries might do it as well, but the use of drugs to treat trauma, and how it has exploded over the years, and the children and the veterans and the people it has hurt along the way. It's just, like I said, it took me 6 months to read because I just had to put it down sometimes. I got so mad about some of the stories about how people were drugged up and treated. Okay, but towards the end of the book, he starts giving different therapies that people can use, and one whole chapter is on yoga and how connecting to the body and connecting to the breath can help people. So I wanted to read you this one little part. Let me see if I can find it really quick. He talks about heart rate variability. So as in how our heart and the rhythm of our heart responds to our breathing. And basically, he said, in the research they've done, that people with a lot of trauma, they might be breathing really rapid, right? Trying to calm their nervous system down, and their heart rates won't even respond to the breath. Their heart rates will stay, they'll either be really, really high, right? And they can't get it back down, or they are at this low state, which basically means they've disconnected and tuned out. One of these studies they did found after 20 weeks of practicing breathwork and yoga, these people were able to increase their heart rate variability, which means they were more able to get the heart rate in line with how they were breathing, okay? As well as after 20 weeks, there was increased activation of critical brain structures involved in self-regulation, okay, with the insula and the medial prefrontal cortex. So, I don't know. I thought that was really cool. I love seeing the science to back up these more woo-woo things that Western medicine has kind of made us think and believe, right? So, anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. And I also want to do a little bit of Reiki just right here on your throat and your heart chakras, okay? So the heart is associated with air, it's associated with the lungs, and then of course the throat is the airway to those lungs. So I'm just going to do a little bit of Reiki right there to help keep those energy centers nice and open and flowing. Okay, so I have 2 crystals here, just 2 crystals. And I have this beautiful jade I'm going to use for your heart chakra. Okay. We'll be using this to just open up that chakra, keep the energy flowing, allowing the air to move through there freely, allowing that life force energy to enter into your body smoothly. Okay, so I'm going to draw the Reiki symbol right here at your heart. Chokure, chokure, chokure. Seiki, seiki, seiki. Chokure, chokure, chokure. And then we'll just press it in, 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 press it in. I also have this beautiful little polished piece of lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. I'm going to use this for your throat chakra. So just right here. Chokure, chokure, chokure. Seiki, seiki, seiki. Chokure, chokure, chokure. And then we'll just press, 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 press. Sending in the Reiki energy to these two energy centers to allow the smooth flow of that vital life force energy. Remember, when we tap into our breath, when we learn to control the breath, it can control our own vitality. It can help us to control our nervous system, help us to control our thoughts and emotions, our energy, our very essence. Just going to use a little bit of lavender chamomile oil to press and rub right here onto these two chakras, just sort of as a little soothing balm. Just gonna press it in, press it in, press it in, press, press, press. Gentle little rub. All right, my friend, you are good to go. Give you a quick little fluff. I hope that you enjoyed that session. I know it was a little bit different than what I normally do, but I really like being able to share this type of knowledge with people and these tools that can be so useful in this crazy freaking world that we live in, right? So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did enjoy it, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you ever have any requests for a certain topic or a certain energy center you would like me to cover, maybe any issues you're having that you would specifically like a video for, leave me a comment. I'm always open to suggestions, and I would love to have some content idea from you guys. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again soon.